Hello, YouTube. Hope you're doing well. We're going to let everyone in and I will spotlight you and me, Robert.
Alrighty.
So, good evening. Welcome, Sarah and Richard. And we know others will get in, which just give them a moment or two. We're going to go over a few things. One of the things that we are working on, which is going to be very interesting. I can't give too much away, but I will be telling about a certain WordPress plugin that I'm working with a third party on. We might be able to share more next week, but I'm going to share it with the inner circle members only when we disappear off of YouTube today. So that'll be something just for those members only, which is super exciting.
So it doesn't make you tease.
Well, it's fun to tease people, isn't it? How
Yeah.
you doing, Robert?
Doing okay. Doing okay.
Good, good. But tonight we're going to go over the how I generate people to my website, and it's a nice and easy way to do it. Sarah says, "So happy to be a member. We're glad to have you, Sarah. We really are." And so very quickly, while I think about it, the full replay of the entire meetings from now on are under a category in the classroom. And I can show you that in a bit. So it's members only for the entire meeting, and we'll do a short bit of training and then switch to the inner circle only to members only talk, and we're now able to re-record it again and upload it so that people can see it in the members area. So that's good news on that. Right. If anyone else turns up, Robert, hit the admit button
You
for
got
me.
it.
If you want to be part of it, you can go to dfyurl.com/money and sign up. They're bringing out on school a new tier system soon, which means we can people can switch between plans, because we got some people in on a free plan at the moment that don't get hardly anything because we're so nice like that. Right, let's share my screen. Let me switch off of that. Right, so I'm just going to close that window off. I can't leave that. Okay, leave that open then. Right, so we're back to our WordPress site that we've had before. And one of the things that works for me that I found is creating blog posts and then sharing them on a social media page, not a group. Now, there's a difference between the two. A Facebook group becomes a sort of an exclusive club of people who come and join. And it's a bit like school in a way, but school has far more better features. And there have been some stories of people owning Facebook groups, and Facebook have just shut the group down for no reason at all. School have said, as long as you behave yourself and you don't do anything illegal, you get to keep your school group as long as you pay them. And so that's the difference, where you can get a lot more bits and pieces. Like in the classroom, down here now, we have the Q&A in a circle, and this was last week's. Now, last week, because of how I recorded it, it's in two sections. But what you'll find the next one I put up will be the entire thing under one heading. So that's what you'll find with that. Then we have obviously the community chat, and in the classroom we have all sorts of things like our SEO page builder plugin that does mass pages, building a website using AI training. We've got the social media, let's build it. And this might be changing a little bit soon because I've come up with better ways of doing social media and stuff. Review Buddy, Prospecting Genie. So we've got, I think, sort of in here accordingly. We've currently, at the moment, we are building a plugin to replace this. And the reason for it is this is a SaaS platform and we've had errors. And so we're kind of standing it down because every time I fix it, it plays up. And so for the number of users on it, I decided I can build a WordPress plugin far better that can do the same thing for everyone. And you can just have it in the back of a WordPress dashboard or on a locked page if you want to lock it down. You could use it as a lead generation on your own website. So, for an example, you'd have a box on your website that anyone can go to, and they pop their details in and submit, and it gives a report. But we're playing around with that. That's being built at the moment. So so that will replace the SaaS version of it for everyone in the group. So that's that. So the base. I'm going to go for everyone who's watching on YouTube. We're just going to go through some basics, and then we're going to switch to the inner circle. So on our website that we've already built, I find doing blog posts works really well for getting traffic to your website. And it's literally the case of coming up with ideas. So the quickest way is to grab your URL of your own website, come over to Abacus AI and type in the following: please make me a blog post about this site. And if you want to get clever, you can actually say, please make me 5 blog posts. So it'll now go off. And the reason I like Abacus AI is because it has the root LLM in it. Has Deep Agent that can do a lot more, by the way, but watch your credits because they do get swallowed up quickly. And straight away now, we've got our posts here. And as you can see, I can pick any part of this now. So perfect. I pulled the content from the site. Car buying is easy, hassle-free. To 5 unique blog posts. So now what I can do is I can grab number 1 and say, please expand. And in future training for inner circle members only, I'll be going over how to automate all of this as well. So there'll be some extra.
I asked a question, Steve, about what does LLM mean in Abacus?
I honestly don't know, but to me, it's just routes to many different models. So all of these models, when you type into here, it will pick one of these models. It'll work out the best one to use, and look, you've got loads of them. They're all in here. So it will take you to the right to the direct one. All right. So
Richard Brown, large language model.
there we go. Thank you, Richard. Right. So now I'm going to grab all this content here and just see. Here we go. Grab this. Now, obviously, you're going to read through it. You're going to make sure it's suitable for your website. But generally speaking, this does a pretty darn good job anyway. So we're going to come back to our website. And we're going to come to posts, all posts. Add new post. Just simply paste it in here. And come back up. Now we're going to get a little bit more clever as well with this. So we're going to take this and add that as the title up there. And remove that from there. And we're just going to come back to here and I'm going to say, make me a featured image for the post. Images take a little bit longer, but you can see it's routing to Chat GPT-5 to create it for us. So it's gone to the right direction. And now I've got my image. I can click download, come back to the website. I'm just going to move a box out of the way. And one of these, find the right one, should be, I cannot find the featured image. Set, there we are, it's on that one. Set featured image. select files, and so many here. There's that one there. And I'm going to come back and deal with that later. But for now, we've set a featured image and we can publish and publish. View the post. Now we've got the featured image at the top and we've got all the content related to it. Now, it's obviously we're going to come up with some automated ways for members only. But currently, all you do is copy your post link and go to social media and post it up. Now, there are automations that can send it out to Facebook pages, to Instagram, to all over the place. And that's the thing to do, is get this up on social media. But there's one thing that you make sure when you post it that you also that it shares the link out there as well, so people can come and see the original article. So the only thing I'd do is change that to a categorized article. And by having those links from social media, people end up falling on the site and they go, okay, let's come back to the home. Yeah. So if they're searching on social media or just Google alone, imagine searching on Google and all of this is, you can even put into the prompt, please make this SEO rich. So in other words, include good keywords. But once this is up and then this is shared to social media platforms, anyone finding it will click through back to here. It's always worth as well editing this and adding down here for more details. Click here, send them to the home page. So we can do that now. Come down to the bottom, just say for more details, I'll say click here. We'll just highlight that, click the link. I'm just going to take off the front end of this. We just got the URL in there. Did it work? Maybe I did it wrong. I did it wrong, so we'll do it again. Clear that out there. I press enter. There we go. So now we've got click here. That ends up being, when it's shared out to the internet, a link as well back to the site. But most people will click on links if they're interested in the article, especially if you can send a teaser out. So just a part of this goes out to Facebook and it says continue reading to drive them to your website. So hopefully that sort of makes sense. Is there anything else you want to add, Robert, before we sign off of YouTube? Because I want to share more to the members only.
Well, what's interesting is the concepts that we've been doing for 3 or 4 years now are still valid. Even with AI, you can use AI to create the content. But more importantly is, what are you doing? What are your goals in this? Because we can teach you all the tools. We can teach you how to do all these different things. But if you're not progressing and asking to do a service for local businesses, you're shortchanging your income strategies, because people need to talk to you. They need to understand that you want to bring them a service that they might not be comfortable doing themselves. And I was talking to a lady the other day, and she brought it up. I didn't even bring it up. She just started talking about, well, it's AI this and AI that, and I'm afraid of it, and I don't want to touch it. And they're so confused that now they're afraid to do stuff online, and they need us to help them sort through the confusion to get things done. And we just recently did it, and Steve will probably show it again in the near future, if not today. The pressure washing Wellington site that we built completely using AI from start to finish, all the content, and it's ranking on page 1.
I can quickly just load the site up a minute and share my screen. So this is the website, all built with AI, and some exciting things to show the people who are on the live call. It's something that I've done very, very quickly as well. So this is really, really good stuff to And the reason this is showing up is because we're logged in. So if I was logged out of the site, that wouldn't show. But all of this has been built with AI, the whole lot, and it's ranking on page one, and we've hardly done much to it. So, except for this week when I was playing with a new plugin that's going to be coming out soon that people might like. Right. On that note, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube and go to the inner circle only. So if you're watching the YouTube feed and you want to join us, you have to come over to dfyurl.com/money, and we'll see you on YouTube next week.
Well, everybody have